I've been replaying our last conversation over and over in my mind, and with each passing day, I find myself wanting to reach out to you again. There's so much left unsaid, and I can't shake this feeling that we have unfinished business between us. Every time I think about you, there's this pull I can't ignore. It's as if the universe is whispering to me, telling me that I need to speak to you, to share what's been on my heart. Maybe it's time I finally listen. The distance between us hasn't erased the connection I feel. In fact, it's made me realize just how much I miss you and how deeply I still care. I've been thinking of reaching out, but I wonder, do you feel the same? Sometimes the silence between us is deafening. I've been meaning to reach out, but every time I pick up my phone, doubt creeps in. Yet, I can't shake the thought that maybe you've been waiting for me too. I've come to realize that time hasn't dulled my feelings for you. If anything, it's made them stronger. I find myself wondering what would happen if I reached out, if we could find our way back to each other. I catch myself reminiscing about the moments we shared, and there's a part of me that wonders if you think about them too. I've been debating whether to reach out to see if there's still something left between us worth exploring. I can't deny the urge I've had lately to reach out to you, to share the things I should have said a long time ago. It's as though my heart won't let me rest until I take that step, but I fear what your response might be. The longer we go without speaking, the more I realize how much I miss your presence in my life. Reaching out to you has been on my mind constantly, but I don't know if you're ready to hear what I have to say. There's been this lingering thought in the back of my mind. Maybe if I reached out, we could start over, not from where we left off, but from a place of understanding. I wonder if you'd be willing to try. I've been carrying this weight of unspoken words, and it's been eating at me. I want to reach out to tell you everything I've been holding inside, but I don't want to reopen old wounds. Still, it feels like something I have to do. Sometimes I wonder what life would be like if we hadn't drifted apart. Lately, I've been thinking about reaching out, if only to know if you ever think about me too. I never imagined it would feel this hard to stay away from you. I've thought about messaging you so many times just to ask how you are, but each time I hold back, afraid of what your silence might say. I've been lost in thoughts of you, wondering if we could find a way back to what we once had. Reaching out feels like a gamble, but it's one I might be willing to take because the thought of not knowing is as worse. It's been a while, but not a day goes by where you don't cross my mind. I've been thinking about reaching out just to see if the door between us is still open or if it's time to let go. There are so many things I left unsaid, and I can't help but wonder if you feel the same way. I've been thinking about reaching out, not for closure, but for a chance at something new, something real. I've been missing our late night conversations, the way we used to talk for hours without even realizing it. Part of me wants to reach out just to hear your voice again, to see if we can still find that rhythm. Lately, I've found myself thinking about you at the most unexpected moments. It's as if the universe is trying to tell me something, urging me to reach out. But every time I try, I freeze, unsure of what to say. There are nights when I lie awake, replaying every moment we spent together, and it hits me I haven't moved on like I thought I had. I've been thinking of reaching out, just to see if you feel the same. I've been sitting here with this message written out for days now, but I can't bring myself to hit send. Reaching out to you feels like opening a door I'm not sure I'm ready to walk through. It's strange how someone can be both so far away and yet feel so close in your thoughts. You've been on my mind more than I'd like to admit, and I'm wondering if I should reach out just to see where we stand. I've always believed in second chances, and lately I've been wondering if that's what we need, a second chance. I've thought about reaching out to you, but I don't know if you'd be open to it. The silence between us speaks volumes, but I can't help but feel like there's still so much more left to say. I've been thinking of reaching out, not for closure, but to see if there's still something worth holding on to. I can't escape the feeling that we left things unfinished, that there's still more to our story. I've been wanting to reach out to you, but I'm scared of what your answer might be. It's been a roller coaster of emotions, and I've been struggling to find clarity. Reaching out to you seems like the only way to quiet the storm inside. But what if the answers I seek aren't the ones I want to hear? I've been caught in this loop of wondering, what if? What if I reached out and you answered? What if we talked and things were different this time? It's a hope I hold on to, even when fear tells me otherwise. I never thought I'd be this hesitant to reach out to you, but here I am, overthinking every word, every possible reaction. Yet, despite the fear, I can't help but think that I need to hear your voice one more time. The space between us has only amplified the thoughts racing through my mind. I keep replaying what I'd say if I reached out, imagining how you'd respond. It's the unknown that keeps me restless. I've been dreaming about you, about the conversations we never had. There's a part of me that believes reaching out to you would finally give me the peace I need, but another part that's terrified it would open old wounds. Each day that passes without talking to you feels heavier than the last. I've been wanting to reach out, not for closure, but to see if the connection we had still lingers beneath the surface. I've spent countless nights wondering if you ever think about reaching out to me too. Maybe it's just wishful thinking, but lately I've been holding onto the hope that a simple conversation could bridge the gap between us. The silence between us has been deafening. I've been thinking about breaking it, reaching out just to see if we could start fresh. But fear has kept me frozen, afraid that maybe too much time has passed. I find myself wondering how you're doing, what you're thinking, and if you ever consider reaching out like I do. There's a part of me that feels we still have unfinished business, and I don't know how to let go until we talk. It's strange how even after all this time, you still occupy my thoughts. I've been going back and forth on whether to reach out to you, but I'm afraid of what your reaction might be. I've always believed that some connections are too strong to be severed by time or distance. That's why I've been thinking about reaching out, hoping that maybe you feel the same pull I do. Sometimes it feels like there's this invisible thread that still ties us together. I can't help but wonder if reaching out would confirm that bond, or if it's something I've only imagined. The longer I stay silent, the louder my thoughts become. I've been thinking of reaching out to finally say everything I've been holding back, but I'm scared of what will happen if I do. It's funny how we can go from talking every day to not speaking at all. I've been wanting to reach out, if only to ask how you're doing. But fear keeps holding me back, making me question if you even want to hear from me.